Alright guys, I did this a year ago and I'm going to repeat it now. I mentioned a year ago how little I like doing it, and as you can tell it hasn't happened since, so I figure I need to update at least once a year. So this will be called the intermediary phase, and hopefully 1 year from now will be the final transformation. Something to look for besides looking in the background to see what hasn't changed in a year, like a pan that I haven't moved. What you will want to pay attention to, and what I think shows it the most, is my belt. I'm wearing the same shorts and shirt that I wore a year ago, and I had this belt on a year ago, but the strap, it was so tight that it didn't hang down even below my t-shirt. Now you'll notice that it's hanging down quite a bit. So I've lost many inches in the last year. So let's get it over with. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, my belt is quite a bit looser than it was before. And here we go. I'll pull it tight like last time. And this is where I'm at now. This is me now. Let me relax. Okay, there I am. I'm relaxed. So, as I reflect back on the last 16 months, I can't help but feel proud for still being here, basically. And not just, sticking it out, but not giving in. Not once have I made any concessions. Not once have I, picked up the fry or the piece of candy or had a piece of cake or anything. And that's solely based on the fact that I look at this as if it's a disease like alcoholism, because I watched my dad go through that my entire life. He was always an alcoholic, always fighting it. I grew up around AA, and I grow up and I'm the spitting image of him, and sadly he's not around, and I wish he was, but I can see enough to realize that I took after him more than anyone. And my problems mirrored his problems. His was alcohol, mine was food. And, when yours is food, it's tricky. I mean, they're all tricky, but you have to eat to live. And, thanks to my good friend Rob and the nutritionist that he introduced me to, and that meal plan where she said get rid of the sugar, get rid of the flour, and the urge to binge will follow, and it did. I don't fight the urge to binge eat anymore. I haven't had the urge to binge eat in a really long time. I mean, there have been a couple times when I did get that feeling, but for the most part, it's been 16 months. So I'm really thankful for that, and that I've continued to look at it that way. I think if I didn't look at it that way, and if I did have, an occasional, here or there, I think that's the slippery slope that would have sent me packing. And I do not want to go back to where I was, because, I've been looking back on some old pictures of where I was, and, this last 16 months has been hard. And there's times when it's, maddening. There's times when it's been depressing, when it's been frustrating, when it's felt impossible, when it felt like it would never end, or I wasn't getting anywhere, or I wasn't going fast enough, or I didn't believe it was working, or I didn't think I could do it because I'd failed before so many times. And I think that people maybe look at my channel and they think this is a motivated guy, he's getting shit done. And I have gotten shit done, that's true, twice in my life. For a couple years, back in 2006, 7, and 8, and in 2017 I've gotten shit done. But I'm 38. I spent a lot of time not getting anything done, and overall, I am the least motivated person that I know. So I have to deal with that. I have to struggle with that day in and day out, because my instinct is to do nothing. My instinct is to cower and to sink. And, just staying afloat is work. And it always really has been. So, you know, a journey like this when you're over 400 pounds and you have an eating disorder in front of you, and you know what it's done to you in the past, and even your success has that asterisk by it because it didn't stick around. And you know, it's really hard to go day in and day out knowing that when you wake up. But I've done it still, and you know, I'm just now really starting to reap the rewards, I think, of you know, what I've done. And from past experiences, I know that there's gonna be a lot of cool things that happen. My goal is to be 40 years old and to be in the best shape of my life. That's what I want to do. I can't believe I'm going to turn 40. It blows my mind what happened. But the way I'm coping is knowing that it is a reality that I can be in the best shape of my entire life when I'm that age. So, you know, I wasn't 24 running track or anything. No, I was sitting on the couch eating Oreos, you know, skyrocketing in weight, fostering an eating disorder. So, you know, anything I do better than last time is going to be the best I've ever done in my whole life. So I want to be in the best physical shape of my entire life. I want to be stronger than I've ever been. I want to be faster than I've ever been. I want to feel better than I've ever felt. And if I do that, then 40 is not a big deal because I don't know any better. So to me, that'll be the best of my life, you know. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But thank you guys for your support, for watching. And I hope you continue to watch, because next year I'm going to make this same video. And, you know, I'll put all three up side by side, and hopefully the change is just as dramatic or even more so. I hope. And I'm going to do everything I can to make that happen. I'm just going to stay true to myself, stay true to what I'm doing, keep my head down, know where I want to be, know where I am, where I've been, and where I'm going, and go there. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you guys. Knuckle love.
This is a little kid talking here. This is my Uncle Anthony, you know Dustin Brown. Yeah, that's Dustin Brown.
What about losetogain? Ever heard of him?
Who's that?
Losetogain is this guy who's trying to lose a lot of weight. And he did once, but then he gained a lot back. But now he's trying to lose
Weight?
Yeah, all of his weight again. And he's doing a pretty good job. You're on his shoulders right now.
It's you!
Yeah. You think I'm doing okay?
Yeah.
Because you get more of these rides?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
Give him knuckle love. There we go.